بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome to episode 6 of the series, The Levels of Shaitan's Misguidance. And as we discussed in the first 5 episodes so far, the first 5 levels of Shaitan's misguidance, first thing Shaitan's tried to get people to fall into is shirk or kufr. If he can't get them to do that, then he tries to get them to fall into innovations or bid'ah. If he can't get them to do that, he tries to get them to fall into major sins. If he can't get them to do major sins, he tries to trick them into falling into doing a lot of minor sins. If he can't get them to do minor sins, then the 5th level was trying to get them to indulge in permissible things, to do a lot of permissible things so they miss out on doing good. The 6th level of Shaitan's misguidance that Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah mentions in his book, and let's stop and think for a second. Let's stop and think. What's left? There's shirk, kufr, there's innovations, major, minor sins, and then there's permissible things. Someone might think, well, what's left? What's left? What would Shaitan command someone to do? What would he try to trick someone to fall into? What's the 6th level of Shaitan's misguidance? The 5th one was permissible things. What's beyond that? And Ibn al-Qayyim points to that and talks about it because a lot of people miss out on identifying this level. It's a very subtle level, so pay close attention to that. The 6th level of Shaitan's misguidance is that he commands people to do good. Yes, you heard me right. Shaitan commands people to do good, but a good that is less rewarding, that is less important than something else that someone could be doing or should be doing. So in other words, Shaitan comes to someone, tries to get them to, tells them to do good. And that's what people don't pay attention to. That yes, sometimes Shaitan might command people to do good. Why? Not because he wants what's best for you, no, but because he's trying to trick you to miss out on something higher, something better, a more rewarding good deed. So he tries to tell you to do that, something that is lower than it. It's a good deed, but it's lower. And that's why we see a lot in the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ. When the companions used to come to the Prophet ﷺ, they would ask him about what's the most beloved of deeds to Allah. What's the best of deeds? They wouldn't ask about just good deeds in general. They asked what's the best of deeds. Because they knew no one lives forever. Our time on this earth and this dunya is limited. There's a lot of good deeds that a person can do. It's so many branches and levels of good deeds. So much good deeds out there that a person can do. But they're different levels. Some are more rewarding than others. Some are more of a priority than others. They're all good. They're all good. But some are more important than others, more rewarding than others. That's why they asked the companions, radiallahu anhum, they used to ask the Prophet ﷺ, what's the best of good deeds? So they spend their time wisely. They spend their time, they want to invest it in the good deeds that are the most rewarding, that are best, that are most beloved to Allah. That way they don't miss out on earning less, earning good deeds, earning reward by doing something that gives them less of a reward. And just like if we take the example of a businessman, if he's wants to trade or buy and sell something, a certain product, let's say there's 2 products, A and B. If someone wants to do business, assuming they have limited capital, again, our time is limited. Think of it this way: where would they invest it? Would they invest in buying product A or product B if they can make a lot more profit buying and selling with that same amount of money, buying and selling product A versus buying and selling with that same amount of money product B, then obviously it makes more sense to invest it all in product A, because that's where the person is going to make more profit out of. Even if the other product B, if the other product is also profitable, they can still make money off of buying and selling product B, but product A gives them more profit, so it makes more sense, it's more rational, more profitable for the person to invest their money in product A and buying and selling product A. And same thing, our time, our capital is limited, so where we invest, so we should invest in the most rewarding. It is the highest priorities of good deeds that we should do, and not waste it or miss out on earning more good deeds by spending our time and our effort doing good deeds. They're good deeds, but they're less rewarding. And we took an example in one of the episodes, again from our other series, the authentic statements of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, in which Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anh, and again refer back to that episode for more details, but to mention it real quick, Umar radiallahu anh missed Sulaiman in the Fajr prayer. He didn't see him there. So later on, when Umar went to the market, on the way to the market is Sulaiman's house between the masjid and the market. So he saw Sulaiman's mother, and he asked her, I didn't see Sulaiman this morning in Fajr prayer. This shows us, by the way, that companions used to ask about each other. And that's true brotherhood. So she said, Omar said, I didn't see Sulaiman in Fajr prayer this morning. So his mom said he was late up last night praying, doing voluntary prayers, which is rewarding, right? Qiyam al-layl, praying voluntary prayers at night, very rewarding good deeds. But she said that he was up late last night praying, and then he was tired. He slept, basically. He slept, and he fell asleep. He couldn't stay up, and so that's why he in essence missed praying Fajr in the masjid with the Jama'ah. Notice he didn't miss praying Fajr altogether. He prayed it probably on his own at home, but he missed out on the reward of praying Fajr in Jama'ah in the masjid, as he usually would, as we see as his regular habit, because Umar missed him, meaning he was irregular there, and when he didn't see him, he wondered why he wasn't there. So Umar responded. What did he say? He said, to pray Fajr prayer in Jama'ah, to pray Fajr with a congregation in the masjid, is more beloved to me than standing up a whole night in prayer. Again, Umar is indicating that praying Fajr in Jama'ah is more rewarding, more beloved to him, is more rewarding than praying at night, a little bit of extra, voluntary prayers at night, but then missing out on the reward of praying Fajr in Jama'ah. So again, showing the importance of priorities and not letting Shaitan, Shaitan can easily come to one of us. Stay up late, do qiyam, pray extra, read the Quran, seek knowledge, you do any good. It commands us to do good. But his intention and goal behind that is not so we do good. And it's great if someone can do this and that, if someone can pray at night, do qiyam, and then still wake up on time and pray in Jama'ah, it would be great. But if it's either or, then we need to make sure we don't fall into the trap of Shaitan, and where he commands us to do good, but only to miss out on something that is more of a priority, more important, more rewarding, that we could be doing with our time. Barakallahu feekum, jazakumullah khaira, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.